Welcome everybody, my name is Michael and today we're discussing about CoinCloud. They're installing their 2000th ATM in the United States. 2000th! These are massive moves. If you own 10 ATMs, you're making good money. Usually, it obviously depends on 100 different variables. One of the most important is location. If you have a great location, just as in real estate, you're always going to be golden. You have a bad location, you might not lose money, but you're certainly not going to be making a lot of it. It's very difficult to lose money with crypto ATMs if you do it the right way. Now, they're not going to be bringing in huge margins, so that's why we're continually seeing larger and larger enterprises. 2,000 Bitcoin ATMs, that is a hefty investment. Let's just say that you need $10,000 for each ATM. And this doesn't even go into, hey, how much Bitcoin do you need to have in the cold wallet, in the hot wallet? How much money do you have to have stocked in each ATM? Does it have just Bitcoin? Is it a two-way ATM? Obviously, a lot of ATMs are going to be two ways now where you have to purchase and sell Bitcoin because people are interested in both. What if it is a multi-coin ATM? Does it have altcoins? Does it have Bitcoin? What altcoins does it have? Does it have Dogecoin? And by the way, these ones will be selling Dogecoin. It is a multi-coin ATM. So let's just say $10,000, but in America, probably you need even up to $20,000, $30,000 sometimes per ATM. Obviously, you can go lower. You can go as low as probably $5,000, but it's still an expensive enterprise. You're not going to be finding $1,000 ATMs anymore. Those days are long gone. So let's just say $10,000, because if they're purchasing in bulk, they're probably getting a little bit better rates. They have to be. They're a giant company. They're signing giant deals. 10,000 times 2,000, that gives us, that's a big number right there. $20 million. And that's not discussing about marketing fees, about legal fees, about licensing fees. Every state has their own legislation regarding cryptocurrency exchanging. And for example, if you look into Illinois, the state that I'm from, if you have one ATM, you need a license. If you have 1,000, obviously it's going to make more sense for you. But even one, you can't start with $10,000. You can't start with $30,000. You need more money because you need that license. And you need to provide proof that you have enough cash reserves just in case you were to go bankrupt or some crisis situation would happen. You need to prove to the US government that yes, you're eligible for this license. You're basically operating like a bank at this point. They're not going to treat you like an ATM provider. You're not like a vending machine operator. No. You're like a bank. I know that sounds pretty crazy when you're probably exchanging $1,000 per month and you used to sell on local Bitcoins and you're a small time player, but that's the name of the game right now. Outside of America, sure, you don't need licenses and it gets a little bit cheaper. Obviously, the prices go down. In the third world countries, and sure, there's still opportunity there, but it's going to be a little bit behind America. But it's just crazy to think about. So this company, I'm not sure how much they're worth, but I would guess at least a few $100 million because you need to invest this money, but obviously in order for it to be profitable, and since they're installing 2,000 ATMs, they have to be profitable, right? Sure, there's plenty of big unprofitable companies like Uber and all of that, but this is different. These margins are small, but you know that they're going to be existing. You know you're able to profit it. You're able to move around the numbers a little bit based off of the interest rates for your ATMs. But obviously, as you get bigger, it's great to have smaller rates so you're interesting more people. You're going to have a lot of first-time newbie crypto beginners who might go to your ATM and they purchase for the first time, and that's great. But they signed a deal with a supermarket, HEB. I'm not familiar with this, but this is a popular store chain in Texas, and they are going to install their 2000th ATM in HEB. It's going to install, they signed a deal for over 30 cryptocurrencies inside of these Texas HEB supermarkets. Out of the 30 cryptocurrencies that will be sold, Bitcoin and Dogecoin are definitely in there, and I'm going to presume Ethereum and Litecoin, Ripple, Polkadot, Cardano, some of the top ones. They're not going to be selling crap coins, right? HEB is a popular supermarket in Texas. It provided assistance to Texans earlier in the year when there was that massive, crazy winter storm. CoinCloud is based in Las Vegas. It's a crypto ATM company. It has machines in 47 states across the US, and it's also international. It has a base in Brazil as well. So they have now quite a bit of money. Yep, so they do have Ethereum, they have Litecoin, they have some stable coins, they have actually numerous DeFi tokens, so that's interesting. The only problem with ATMs in America is you still need to provide KYC, whereas in other countries they don't really care about that until you've got, let's say, over 10,000 euros that you're dealing with. In the case of Europe, or 15,000 even, maybe it's even higher. But for that, it's very easy since you don't need to show your ID. I mean, who's to know that it's you that's coming in every single day? And it's a daily limit, so you could always do 14,999 euros today, and then tomorrow you do the exact same thing and you never have to do KYC. Or you could just go to a different Bitcoin ATM or different Bitcoin ATM operator, or send money to your girlfriend and she goes in for you, or you have different wallets, or you do not need to do KYC. That's the whole point. That's what I'm trying to say. In America, you try and sell $50 worth of Bitcoin and the IRS wants to know about that. So quite a big disparity, but hey, I guess that's just the way it is right now. Now, America is leading the pack. In total, there are almost 21,900 ATMs, 21,849. There's crypto ATMs in 73 countries by 43 producers, and there's 602 operators, where CoinCloud is one of the operators. Now, there are over 300,000 exchanges, services, ATMs, all of this all packed together all around the world. So that's quite a big number right there. Now, United States is number one with 18,958 ATMs. Obviously, CoinCloud is helping lead the pack, and every single state has cryptocurrency ATMs. Now, some have less, such as New York, where New York is quite a popular state, and they would probably be number one, if not for the fact that, well, they have some really strict regulation, extremely strict regulation. But for example, in Chicago, there are almost 1,000 ATMs within the suburban area, because including just the downtown area, there's almost 750 ATMs just within Chicago. In New York City, there's 147. So that just gives proof that, hey, even though New York City is a bigger city, the regulations are definitely, well, bad. Now, if we look up, let's say, Miami, which is a smaller city than Chicago, it has 522, and it's growing rapidly because of Miami's, well, now new policies towards cryptocurrency, very open-minded. And North Miami has a couple, and Miami Beach also has a couple in the surrounding areas. So in total, the surrounding areas plus Miami, there's probably like 600 ATMs. Not a bad number as well. Dallas has 640, Houston 712 ATMs, Atlanta 660. So all of these big cities, Las Vegas 202. But Las Vegas is a pretty small city, and obviously it's a pretty good place to have crypto ATMs because people go through casinos. There's a lot of money flowing through there. Let's check out Los Angeles. 1,235. That's crazy. 1,235 ATMs just in a single city. There's probably an ATM on every corner, or within the nearest mile radius, there might be like 5 or 10 ATM operators that you're able to choose from, and that's good. It gives you variety, because if you don't like one operator, you're always able to go to another one that has better rates. Now, some crypto ATMs offer a little bit more privacy than others. CoinCloud, however, states on its website that it does in fact require standard KYC from all of its ATM users. Other operators might be a little bit, more open, but some operators might be operating illegally. There have been cases of that, and in America, you do not want to do that, because you're going to pay some really big fines, and you might even be facing prison time. Chris McAlary, he's the founder and the CEO of CoinCloud, said that machines will remind people of how big a role cryptocurrency plays in our everyday lives. As we continue to expand, retailers will become increasingly aware of the important role digital currency plays in the future, and how CoinCloud's expansive rollout of DCMs will help them meet the forward-looking needs of their shoppers from a technological and financial standpoint. And that's why they're installing them inside grocery stores, because that's a place where people go most every day. And hey, That's pretty awesome. So, good luck to CoinCloud. Good luck to anybody who's operating a cryptocurrency ATM. It's always been a dream of mine, but you need quite a bit of money, and especially in America. You need a lot. You need a lot. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, really, with the licensing and all of that included. I mean, it doesn't make sense to start up with one ATM. There are, the market's saturated, but there are still opportunities. But you're going to have to look abroad, where I've always been interested in Poland, because Poland, surprisingly, out of all the cryptocurrency countries on the planet, it's in the top 10 list, and it's actually number seventh. So it did fall down a little bit, but it almost is beating Switzerland by one ATM, and Hong Kong just a few ATMs away from those. So those are very rich nations. And you got United Kingdom number three, Canada number two, Austria number four. So very rich nations. And suddenly you have Poland with 114 ATMs, and Romania's next with 90. Romania's beating Italy, the Czech Republic. You got Greece, which is beating Germany. But why? It depends on regulation. Germany has some pretty strict regulations. They have some because the larger companies are able to operate, but smaller ones, goodbye. See you. That's not happening. So in America, as there's more regulation, you're not going to see small-time cryptocurrency ATM operators anymore. You're going to have big guys like these. I mean, I'm sure CoinCloud's going to reach like 3,000 ATMs in the future. So thanks so much for watching. If you're new to this channel and you enjoy this type of content, it's always great if you could subscribe and join us for more. We post on a daily basis, and I wish you guys all the best. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Bye.